tell me what it is, Penny. But the thing is that at some point, you will not be asking that question. You know, it won't be this question that dominates your life. Why am I here? What am I meant to do? I've got a purpose. And as you realize one day, oh, you know what? I'm not asking that question anymore. And the reason is you're doing what you're supposed to do. This is your purpose. You are doing it. And that dawning upon you is the realization of, you know, it's not a thing. It's not necessarily, I was born here to create a computer. It may just be that I get it. I know why I'm here. You know, I'm fully conscious of my presence here. So I think almost all of us must have at some point already said, what am I doing here? What is my purpose? I'm sure I'm going to be doing something. And that question has faded. And that's the reason why. As I said, I was going to end it with that because it's kind of a powerful ending, but maybe I'll say it twice. So I want to come on to this chart here. And now, remember, we all saw this yesterday, and this is Princess Catherine's chart. And what we looked at really in this case, and is quite obvious, is the position of the moon in Cancer. And we went through why is the moon in Cancer. It's strong in its own sign. It's stuck out there as a singleton. It's opposing the sun. She was born on the day of a lunar eclipse. So all these things add up to a very important focus for that moon. Now, what I would say about Catherine is that maybe she never thought as she was growing up, what am I going to do in my life? You know, I want to, she worked in art. I think it was not art restoration, an art foundation course. She went to Edinburgh University and has used her skills in art, in fashion, before she really got fully engaged with the royal family. So I suppose in a way, she started out with the idea, I want to be in the arts, I want to do something of this kind. But I think at some point it became very important to her to have children. And even after having Louis, she wanted a fourth child. But of course, then the cancer got hold, so all of that is now off the mark. So to be a mother became, in a sense, a purpose to have her own children. And she lives through those children and by association all the children of the world. And I thought about moon in Cancer, you know, the mother, the archetypal mother principle, the great feminine really, is that as her role as a mother herself with her own children, that as she goes forward, does she then become the mother of the country? And that is her purpose. She has an eclipse anyway, so we know people who are born on an eclipse do have something very specific to do, and that may be noteworthy in life. So we've got a bit of a double whammy here with the idea that her purpose very shortly is going to become the mother to the country. So I thought that was a very interesting way of looking at Catherine's purpose. But for the purpose of this talk, we're going to be looking at the 6th house, which I think is really the key to one's life purpose. And the reason I